Hello, YouTube, and welcome. Welcome to episode 1 of something I have been working on for the longest time. This isn't the third time I've tried to do this introduction. I'm a professional streamer. Welcome to DerPaige, my TTRPG show that I have set up with my lovely friends here. And I'd like to introduce them before I introduce you to the world. Starting from left to right, we have Saratamon. Would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Myself and my character. Hello, everyone. I'm Saratamon, the founder of B Squared Industries, digitally reconstructed by the Founders Division. I will be playing Lyle Rains, a bit of a clunking form, running around using 2 shields to kind of stop anything Paige tries to throw at us.
And up next we have Bagel Gremlin.
Hi, I'm Bagel. I'll be playing Vina today. Haunted, edgy, not how I sound. She'll be there guiding just about all these little guys through the journey.
And Bagel is a stout folk, one of the original races we made for this game. Would you like to explain what the stout folk are? Or leave that for as we delve into the story?
Let me pull up my notes. Yeah, stout folk. They're shorter. Essentially took a lot of inspiration from gnomes, halflings, and just short people in general. They're more, they come in a couple of different varieties, but what Vina is the kind that's more in tune with nature. Sorry, I'm eating some fruit gushers right now. It's really hard to talk because they're gluing my teeth together.
There are resident shorties who are very much attuned to the forces of nature, depending on which force of nature that is. Lyle is a human, or a hume as we're calling them. Up next we have Lionel VT.
Hi, I'm Lionel, Lion Scientist, Vtuber, born in a lab, raised in a lab, coming soon to a lab near you.
That is a threat? Okay.
Sometimes I say it and sometimes I don't.
And who will you be playing tonight?
I'll be playing Ira Era. Why won't it work for me specifically? That's a fantastic question. I see absolutely no reason for that. Anyway, I'm playing Ira Era, a rabbit beast folk, who largely keeps to himself, tries to puts a real effort into looking mysterious, to varying degrees of success, and self-described as he who combs the threads of fate.
Would you like to talk a little bit about what the beast folk are?
I mean, it's, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty self-explanatory, but if I remember correctly, in this, they're also sort of more attuned to magic than, the Humes.
People are more... Beast folk, stout folk, and other such races have higher chances of being attuned to specific types of magic. And the beast folk run the gambit, from just having animal ears and a tail to being fully anthropomorphized creatures.
And Ira definitely errs more towards the latter. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're perfectly fine.
That was all I had to say. That's all I had to say for that.
All right.
Digression.
And next we have Teacup Kaizad.
Hello, I am Kaiser Titicha, the Broken Crimson Dragon, known for horror, vor, and so much more, and the keeper of my honeycomb. And I am playing Aryan Tai, another beast folk, more of the Finnic fox. They are very, very tiny. And I'm playing effectively a pharmacist.
A pharmacist who cheats the alchemical system and in our session 0 managed to make me terrified of them. What's up, Fade? Well, come on in, Fade.
I think you were terrified of a few of us during
Yes,
that.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point. Gotta make them skirt.
So, to preface, during our little session 0, Aryan concocted a firestorm potion with their dice rolls. And dealt around 140 damage to 3 plant monsters, whose max HP was, 60. So yeah,
Proud.
Yeah.
and
The only thing
not,
that sucks, I can't keep the flowers after that.
not joining us tonight is Shining Heart VT, Ryusei himself. He will be playing Takeshi, no last name at the moment, a Hume who views himself as the next great hero to be told about in Legends. Sadly, he's a little under the weather and he will not be able to make it tonight. Now then, I'd like to introduce you all to the world.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to Terracanum Novus. A world of magic and might, of mystery and mayhem, of merit, and a place where you can find fame and fortune by signing up to be a guild mage. A place where you can find yourself in all types of trouble if you know where to look.
This is a magiccore. This is a guildcore magicpunk name. The magicpunk guildcore world. This world is heavily inspired by the Trail series, by some of my own writing ideas, and by fairy tale. Our group will be a part of the guild known as Golem Heart. In this world, magic is prolific. People can use magic tools, stoves powered by fire crystals, fridges fueled with shavings of ice manasite, airships that are powered by wind magic. But then you have some people who are gifted with enough magic to help protect the peace, who can attune to special tools designed just for them to use and make sure that they can take care of the people. But then there are those like our players here. People who have the power of magic that's been gifted to them just a little bit more than anyone else. These people usually find themselves joining guilds. Guilds are collections of people that have gathered together under one common goal and with the hope of finding work together. Some guilds operate differently. Our guild, Golem Heart, operates off of finding a place for yourself when you have nowhere else to go. Every person has joined Golem Heart because they have something in their past that they want to get rid of, or something that they want to keep out of mind. What that is their business. If they share that, that is up to them. Now then, let's explore the world a little bit. As you can see, this world has been hand-drawn by me. And with the help of my players giving creative input, thank you guys, by the way, for this. They were witness. You guys wanna talk about some of the nights I was agonizing over this?
You really were.
yeah.
And I really appreciate that the setting is more JRPG style, so some things don't need to be necessarily, let's call it 100% serious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which really allows for some nice wordplay.
Yeah, we can absolutely have fun and seriousness. I'm hoping this is going to be a comedy and action and drama. But yeah, we have a lot of silly names here. And this is only the western half of the world. However, our story is going to begin all the way over here on the southeastern continent of Duplainsia. Duplainsia is a nice little subtropic temperate type of a continent. It is a land that is known for having large jungle-like forests, sparsed out plains, many a hill, many a cliff. It also is known for its northern half being the host for one half of the split waste desert. That said, let's go take a look at Duplainsia. And as we zoom in further and further, we can see more of Duplainsia and how the people view their lovely, lovely continent. Upheaval, fortune, creation, innovation, artistry. The main focus, or the main draw of Duplainsia, is the capital city, Infinitum, and the Carve. Something that was left behind by one of the primordial ancients. Burnout watch better be manned? It is. Don't worry. And as we zoom in further, we get closer to our lovely starting town. We get closer to Upheaval. North of the Emerald Jungle and Emerald Glen. Just south of the support spine. And here, we have Upheaval. If it will load. Welcome to the town, everyone. So, this is something I was super proud of, and have been happy to share. And we can look so close at everything on this map, and my players are free to explore the map to their heart's content. As you can see, we can zoom in so far and see every little individual little flower. But we're here for this. The sun has risen on yet another day in Upheaval, with people going about their business, carts going up and down the main street, around this central building, going to and from the train station, out into the jungle. And here we center on the guild hall itself. Our players have woken up from their latest night of rest. It has been a few days since your little introductory mission. Thank you all so much for the words of confidence. This art was done by my sister, the lovely thoughtful Thorn, who goes by Hornet now on my server. If you would ever like to hit her up, she does amazing artwork like this. Welcome to the guild hall. Welcome to the Golem Heart guild hall, everyone. We cut into the sound of clattering and mumbling. The dormitory here is housed to many a fresh mage, and in particular, our 8 newbies. And yes, 8. Golem Heart normally gets maybe 1 new guild member a year. 2 at most. But as of 2 weeks ago, we had 8 new members join this guild, with Vina being witness to quite a few ups and downs during this time, and even a little rivalry. If Vina wants to remember what she did to Geralt and his tongue.
I wonder if that stamp is still there.
You ever put a bittering agent on a drunk person's tongue because he was an asshole to you? Mina has. So
Wait,
as
no,
the
Mina doesn't
day
giggle.
opens up, what is everyone doing? As you all leave your dormitories and can look out and see the main floor where everyone is gathered. You even see the B team that's already gathered and sitting at their table, enjoying their breakfast.
I sort of watch before heading over to where people are sort of gathering.
Is this immediately following, or is this the day after our previous mission?
This is a couple of days after. Usually after a mission, you have some downtime, unless you're psychotic. Unless you're psychotic
Okay.
and you hate yourself. You usually want to take a couple of days off to relax.
Well, I think speaking of both of those things, as has happened most mornings, Lyle comes in a little after the start of breakfast, after patrolling the guild campus. So there's an audible sound of his armor as he just comes through the door.
Yes, we hear the
We don't
clank.
need the
clank.
audible sound. We would see you anyway because of the whole armor.
It's large, it's reflective.
Mhm.
The two shields do expand the silhouette quite a bit as he comes through door frames.
But they don't sign paperwork for you. You gotta work on that.
No, see, they're attached to the arms that are doing the signing. They are co-signers.
One moment though. Hey, Paige, are we supposed to see?
Yeah.
We can't see what everybody else was seeing a second ago.
Simply, I do not see.
You
I
don't
don't
see.
know if you've been.
The Golem Heart Guild page is a black screen.
Yeah.
We do not
hold
have-
on.
Our tokens are here.
Can you take a look at the side chat, please?
Yeah, let me find out what's going on here. You should be able to see this. Weird.
I don't have a token on the page.
You do not have any token with it. Sorry about that. Were you able to see like the town map and all that?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I've just been
We got
watching the
this thing.
stream.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me fix this.
I was able to see the world map.
Yeah, it was when you specifically went to the town map. That
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see what the problem is here. Skip it bop do show
It's-
navigation.
Not a stream without some scuff.
Okay, now you should be able to see some of these because I had it set to show in navigation, me only.
Oh, a new map, Duplanasia Central West, which is blank. You do not have any tokens with vision on this scene.
But you can see the art at least, right?
No,
No.
No.
No art, just name.
just
Okay.
name.
I just love how we're all moving.
Oh my
around.
god, there's so many new maps that are being
Also,
added. That we
stop changing scenes, please. It keeps taking away my ability to
Okay,
right click.
Okay.
You guys are going crazy over here.
No one on stream knows what's happening. No one on stream.
Thank you,
is
Pico
seeing
Puffs.
what
Go to
we're all
lighting and
doing.
untick the token vision. Okay, so that would be configure
Oh, damn. Forge
lighting
has
token vision.
has lighting vision? Rad.
Yeah,
Now can you see
I
this?
see Central West.
I
Yes.
can see.
Well,
May
we're at
we
the-
move between scenes to see if we can see them now?
As of saying, let's try the.
Okay, can you see the world
I s-
map?
We
Yeah.
could see world map and
World map.
Duplanage already.
But we can't see Golem
Those were the
Heart
only
at
two
all.
before. All right, west we see.
I can see Upheaval.
Upheaval we can see.
Yay!
Evil.
Golem Heart Guild we
Heart
cannot
Guild
see.
we cannot
Okay, I'm
see.
gonna fix that right now. Thank you so much. That actually
Oh.
really helped. Thank you, Pico Puffs. This is my first time working with Foundry, people. Professional
Golem Heart
streamer.
Guild we can see.
Professional streamer scuffs live on Twitch.tv.
Scuff was on the resume.
So,
It was on the job description.
God damn it. So, as Lyle walks in after he's done his patrols, what is everyone else doing?
Arian's having having their breakfast, but they are like before eating by themselves. But they
I've
do
been-
when they do come in, they do wave to their fellow new members.
You do get waved over by Lycoris, who's offering you a place at the table with the rest of the B team.
They smile as best as they can through their mask, and shake their head and still go sit by themselves.
What are Ira and Vina doing?
Vina is just coming back from taking a sick note to the guild master from Takashi. She does not look plussed. She is very nonplussed. Unplussed, you would say.
Isn't that what Vina normally looks like, though?
Unplussed.
From unplussed to anti-plussed.
And our guild master. Our guild master is a one-armed woman with a sort of a scope-like eye patch on. And at the side of her hip is a set of 5 swords. And she takes the note, takes a look at it. And you're telling me he's sick?
Yeah. There's
From-
snot coming out of every orifice.
From the pollen.
Hay fever.
All right, good to know.
Snot everywhere. There's a little bit of snot on the note.
Oh no.
She's just kind of like, she's holding the note. I'm still working on a name for this guildmaster, and I may allow chat to help name her. She just kind of holds the note like by the very, very corner in her index finger and thumb. All of her other fingers like lifted away from it, and she's kind of like, ew.
That's open.
Like,
That's
okay, I believe you.
Now, in lore, it kind of makes sense for Takeshi to be sick. When Takeshi kicked through for the final hit on the grove before, he did get just filled with splinters by it, and it was
That
known
is
for
true.
poison damage.
He did flying rider kick into a plant monster and cause it to blow up.
He did. Arian would have tried to give him something for his nose.
Ooh. Dahlia's a good name for that guildmaster.
I like Dahlia.
Oh.
Hi, Koga. So, Ira, what is Ira doing?
He's trying to sit in roughly the same spot at the table, sort of making an attempt at settling into a routine.
You're sitting with any of the other B team?
Certainly keeping them in his field of vision. I guess he would have gone over if he was being waved at, which I guess they were
Like Chorus
doing.
would absolutely be waving all of you over just to at least, get some proper introductions in, or at least offer you a place at the table so you don't have to sit alone.
Yeah, so it would like take him a second to notice that and realize that like somebody's actually taking notice of him. And he would go sit over there with the B team.
So the B team, for anyone listening in, is a set of 4 GM PCs that I have created with their own little stories and whatnot. Because as a team, we have decided that depending on what's happening in the story, if a player is sick and the story is like kind of currently focused on their character arc, we would take a day off. But if this player is sick and it's not focused on their character arc, we would have one of the GM PCs take a place for them. So I've made 4 different characters that can basically fill in the role for one of my 5 players, because I, as a GM, have a notorious history for rolling bad whenever I try to play a player's character. I absolutely do not enjoy the thought of accidentally getting one of my guys killed when they're not even available. So, yeah.
Also, just a very hard thing to do, just in general.
Yeah,
Hey,
trolling someone else's character, playing as someone else's character has always been a little...
I mean, and also, it's Paige, so they're going to want to try and replicate the voice that we have forced onto the character as well, and that's just...
Oh, Sarah, you have no clue just how much I would love to do that.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Welcome on in, new booklet. I don't know why that sound alert is still playing.
Just hide the sound alert scene or thingy. Overlay.
Marceline.
I don't have it on this.
Index is playing every single other character.
Yes, I am. So at this table we have 4 characters. We have Kikipora Phantasora, the small witch, and witches are another race in this world. Witches are known for being small in stature, absolutely... They would be taller, just slightly taller than stout folk on average. Think of them like... people would often mistake them for children, were it not for their slightly pointed ears and tattoo-like marks on their faces that glow when they use their magic. Like, the one way to differentiate between a human child and a witch is, pointed ears and the marks on their face. And the fact that usually when a witch reaches this physical age, they just stop, and no one is absolutely sure why. It seems to be a secret that the witches keep to this day. And joining them at this table is also Isaac Fulgrim, a Hume who likes to keep himself cloaked up and keep his left arm covered in bandages. We also have Amp, AMP, a Hume that has worked to dye her hair black and brown, but if you look closely you can see slight blue roots. And a dryad known as Lycoris Digdra, who has been waving everyone over, including Vina, who has been appointed as basically the... What do we agree on, Bagel? Vina's the nanny, Vina's like the big sister, What is Vina?
Vina's the dog walker with all of the leashes tied, and all the dogs have wrapped the leashes around them.
Oh my god, have you seen that meme of the mother at the airport with the 2 child leashes?
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's pretty much Vina, yes, actually.
Hi, Acidic Pancake.
I'm now just picturing everyone else in the party running forward, dragging Vina forward, and then everyone just comes to a dead stop as all the leashes snap when it pulls against Lyle at the back, not moving.
Hey, at least I bring you back flowers.
So, Vina is actually a veteran member of the guild, and for some reason, she has been demoted temporarily and is in charge of all of the new recruits. So, at the table, whoever has joined at the table, Lycoris is, of course, enjoying some... She's... As a dryad, she's enjoying basically a bowl of water, with some meat on the side. And just meat. And, you know, they're all enjoying their food, and Lycoris looks to Ira, and, so, how was your starting mission? I'm still working on fixing my leaves after the whole singeing incident from ours.
Well, Vina takes a deep breath and kind of pinches the bridge of her nose a little bit the corner of her eyes. You know that thing that you do when you're tired? That thing. So, there were timberwolves and not timberwolves. There was a dire grove. It got really, really seedy.
And Am just takes a moment to choke on her breakfast as he tries to stifle a laugh.
We're actually down a team member right now. Takeshi.
You said
Turns out to be allergic to pollen.
Amp is just trying to keep it under her breath as she giggles out about the whole seedy comment.
Ira's just gonna give a look of, like, really? to Vina, not to Amp, actually.
Vina darts her eyes back in your direction. That was unintentionally. That was intentional. There's no change on her face, other than just looking at you.
Kiki turns towards you, Vina, and she just kind of gives that, like, a little thumbs up with her. Kiki, you know, being someone that's not prone to expressing emotions.
Mm-hmm.
We fought a 5-alarm mouse.
A 5-alarm mouse.
And you remember, like, making a call to them, and basically seeing the fire in the background, and Kiki the only one not being touched by the fire or the smoke at all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That makes sense.
Oh, we did encounter a... We did get, you know, one of those weird crystals.
Isaac chimes in.
We did too. I've already handed it over to the guild master. It's not a good thing.
Maria handed it over for us as well, but it just didn't feel natural.
Mm-mm. It's...
Isaac even held it with his left hand, and nothing happened.
Does something happen when you hold something with your left hand normally? Vina looks at Isaac.
You would recall from the little entrance ceremony, when his left arm gets unwrapped and the whole issue with the dummy freaking out.
I know that. Does he have to unwrap his arm to hold stuff?
Normally he keeps it wrapped up, but he apparently had it unwrapped to test out the crystal.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
And upon touching this crystal, nothing happened when he touched it with his bare left hand.
Then Vina just looks at him. Oh boy. Oh.
Would my players like to describe these crystals to our watchers to help clarify? For anyone that's kept notes.
Lyle.
we just hear the sound of stone turning on stone as everyone slowly turns towards Lyle. Has anybody been keeping notes?
A black crystal was found alongside the aberrant crystal that was retrieved from the Dire Grove. the guild leader had declared the crystal had to be brought up specifically with the S ranks, that no one else could deal with it. What I was able to discover about it is that while it's technically a mana crystal, it was depleted in an odd, unnatural way, and that it had been used to artificially alter the mana in the area around it.
And that's all the information that my players have been able to get so far. And these crystals, to preface, are essentially made out of the blackest black material. Like, normally when you have a depleted mana crystal, it has it's darkened, and it's like, the lights are off, nobody's home. If you hold it up to a light source, so you can see some of the color left in it. Like, you could see little hues of black, or little hues of red, blue, green, orange, whatever element these were. But these crystals my players have found are just devoid of the ability to house light. They're just pure black chunks that, looking at, almost hurts the mind to look at. And no, you can feel the facets, you can feel the edges of these crystals, but it is just unnaturally black to the point that no one can perceive any features of it. But that's not your problem today, is it? Your problem today is trying to find more work now that you've had a couple of days of rest. Isn't it,
I'm
my
very
lovely
much
boys?
hoping it doesn't become my problem anytime soon.
More than likely it won't be, don't you worry.
Well, so long as you don't, as long as you don't throw up any red flags for this type of thing, that shouldn't happen. Lycoris gives you a little nudge there, Ira.
Ira is just going to shoot a quick glance at Isaac and try to like pretend that he didn't just do that.
Oh no, Lycoris was the one that gave you the nudge.
No, I know, but after that nudge, Ira is then going to look at like after the description of stuff shouldn't happen. He's just gonna like basically reflexively
Look,
over.
I
at
get
Isaac.
it. And Isaac is just like, he holds up his hands, and he's just kind of got these, like, avoiding eye contact.
So, what are you guys planning to do today?
Vinny's already walking over to the guild board.
Arian, after they get done eating, actually does go over and join the group.
Hello.
They wave. Morning.
Kiki just kind of gives, like, a little wave back, even though her... You could tell she's at least pleased to meet you. Though it's hard to read on her face, with her not being able to show a smile.
I mean, Arian still got the mask over their muzzle, so it's about the same. This is one of those, when they say the smile is in the eyes, that's what they mean.
So, are you guys going to be taking a job based on what Lady Vina's doing? Asks Amp.
Arian looks over at Vina and is like, I would assume that's what we're doing today.
Vina, over at the guild board, you do find two quests that seem like they'd be fitting for you and this, for both of these groups. You find one that's asking to investigate the recent appearance of a dungeon in the Emerald Glen. Hi, Rustin Reborn. You find one quest that asks you to explore a dungeon, which you would know dungeons are a byproduct of many a monster being defeated time and time again. Usually these things are unique and only last until the treasure at the center has been plucked from it, and at which point they will start to collapse and the mana will finally recycle. Dungeons usually spawn when the recycling of mana from beasts doesn't go as planned and it just kind of coalesces in an area long enough for one of these to form. And dungeons can form in many a different place. They can form in nature, they can form in the middle of a city. They kind of warp space a bit. You can take a step into... you could take a step into a bathroom and wind up in a giant, complex 60-floor labyrinth. If it is under the circumstances to become a dungeon. The other quest seems to be a pretty simple and straightforward one. That's asking for some help over in the town of Onward, asking for assistance with what seems to be bandits usually appearing late at night at the edge of town and menacing the town to the point that people are on edge and losing sleep, and they're afraid that this is all the prelude to something greater. And they're asking for some investigations for it.
I'm glancing back at the team. We are... So we are down... Takashi.
You know, you would get the feeling that Kiki's team would be better suited for the dungeon run.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by what Kiki's power is and, the eclectic nature of that team.
Mm-hmm.
The bandit problem would be better for you and Ira, Aaron, and Lyle.
Mm-hmm. I grab down both of the quests and I walk back to the table. And I hold them up, blank sides facing the group. And I hold them in an angle where nobody should be able to, lean over me and see what's on them. Alright. Who wants to pick?
I say at this point is when Lyle comes up to the table immediately from behind Vina as he's carrying his food over.
Do I need to roll for a reflex check to yoink him down so he can't see?
You could do that. Granted, I don't have any dungeon maps set up yet, so currently I was planning for you guys to tackle the bandit thing.
There.
Not to force a plot or anything, but I have yet to draw a proper dungeon map, and I'm still practicing that in the background.
Oh no, this is is for flavor. It can
Uh,
go any way you.
Yeah, Ira's gonna ask.
What's the roll here?
I rolled a reflex roll higher than me. Win.
Well, what am I rolling specifically?
I don't know. I just rolled a d6.
Probably.
So you would roll dex. This would be a contested dexterity check. And now this is something I would like to talk to the players about. Fabiola ultimately uses a series of... Here, let me open up one of my player sheets. Fabiola ultimately uses a series of dice between D6 to D20, with players getting access to D6 to D12s. And let's say I need to make a roll check for dexterity. I would roll my dice as so. And this would be a dex check of 5, and the high roll would be a 3. And usually in these types of setting, in this game, depending on what you are doing, you make a dexterity, might, willpower, or insight combination check, and then you use the high roll for damage or accuracy in most cases. So for my 2 players, for Sir Radamon and Bacon Gremlin, both of you please make a dex check. Lyle with a 7.
I forgot how to specifically do that.
You open up your character sheet, click the roll check.
Roll.
And then highlight,
Roll check will be upper right underneath Fabula points.
I can't even find my character sheet. I don't understand anything.
Top right corner, click the little person icon, click on players, and it will show your character underneath. Click on your character's name, and that will bring up your sheet.
There we go. Okay. Then you said it was top right?
Near the top right, you'll see underneath Fabula points is roll check.
I just
Dex.
sent a picture to the group chat.
I found it. I did it.
Yeah, you pull it out away the time.
So yeah, Vina, you were absolutely able to quickly hide the sheets from Lyle.
That makes me happy. It does nothing in the long run, but it just makes me happy.
And Kiki just kind of slowly tilts her head, trying to keep her eyes aligned with the papers. She's trying to just study which one to pick. Still.
What is the seating style in here? Is it stools, benches?
They're benches, but usually around circular tables.
Okay.
This is one of the bigger tables for, big gatherings, and considering you have 8 people at one table, that makes sense.
Yeah. Whoever else is sitting on the bench Lyle sits on feels the bench shift.
It's Arian. Like lifted, they just slide a little bit closer to you.
I already love the dichotomy of our characters. I love the thought of Lyle just sitting on a bench and like a seesaw almost. God damn it.
And it catches Arian by surprise. They're just like, now what's happening?
Lefus looks over, you slide closer, just, oh, good morning, Arian.
What's going on? They put their hands on the table to kind of keep themselves steady.
Have fun, Koga.
I'm picturing they panic at the slide and just put their arms on the side of Lyle's arm to push off, and that's why Lyle's like, hello.
They do give themselves some distance.
Anyway, Miss Vina, what are you doing with the sheets? What are those?
These are the 2 quests that we have that should suit both parties. I was thinking I'd let you guys choose. She looks over at Ira. It's a surprise.
Well, way to pull an Aurora Borealis on me.
Couldn't we? No.
She didn't laugh. I laughed. That was me laughing.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a constant thread across this game as a series. If you hear laughter, it is because Bagel didn't raise the blanket in time.
Yeah, I have a blanket to laugh into to muffle my own laughs.
Laugh blank.
Laugh blanket. It's very important.
It's very good.
We are all giggly bitches, let's face it.
Bro.
Yeah.
But Vina holds the 2 quests, and she looks over at Ira. I figured it would be enriching for you guys to pick your own quest, but as a surprise.
This doesn't seem
How
reasonable.
thick is the paper for this? How thick is the paper these are printed on, and can we see any kind of shadow of the lettering through it?
I mean, it's kind of like scroll paper, so it's sturdy, thick paper. It's paper that's meant to be usually posted up on a board, and these boards may be outside and exposed to weather for quite a bit. So usually these papers are meant to last.
Mm-hmm.
She holds them out slightly. Go on, pick.
Now, I know you well enough that you wouldn't just send us to our deaths, but shouldn't we know if we're picking?
One is a dungeon quest that just spawned in. You're investigating it, and the others there is a call for help from what was it, bandits? She kind of holds both papers up, like she's looking at both of them.
Oh, I was
not-
hoping that she would hold up like the one paper, and it's like, oh fuck.
She thought about it. Bandits, yes. One is bandits, and one is a newly formed dungeon. And she holds both of them back out. Go on. As if we were playing Old Maid. Go on. She's just stony faced, just straight faced this entire thing. It builds character. Come on.
How about we...
I think Lyle is just staring at them, even if it's futile, trying to see which is which. He was not paying too much attention until bandits were mentioned, and now he's kind of just trying to see if there's any sign on either of them and of which one is that.
I have plenty of time to build character. Let's go with the bandits.
Oh. No fun. Vinny puts the papers on the table, both face up, and she grabs the bandits for the main group, for Group A. I hope you don't mind taking the dungeon
Kiki
quest.
raises her hand really quick.
Mm-hmm.
What's Old Maid?
That's right. You're new to the guild. You don't know. Vinny just kind of lowers the quest paper that she has in her hand and looks up as if into space. Old Maid is a card game fought to the death to settle many a score. It's a long-time guild tradition, and one that can go on for hours. She's just staring into space.
I don't know if you know the channel Fangu.
Fangu, yeah.
You know her emote that's inspired by the Tails reaction.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's just kind of giving you that look.
Vinny doesn't care. Vinny's got that 1,000-yard stare.
Except Kiki. Kiki's just kind of got that. She's kind of like mimicking the look of you. Yeah, bagel bed look. I forgot you have one of those.
Vinny shakes her head and looks back at the quest paper. You'll find out when the time comes. You'll find out.
Is
Surely,
Old
Anyway.
Maid a requirement?
Yes.
surely there must be a more definitive method of resolving disputes.
Surely there's someone better to try and tell it's a fight to the death to than Kiki.
Usually, in my hometown, we would settle things with a bow and sword fight.
Hmm.
People just
I'll
not
pass.
But that usually resulted in bruises. And the occasional broken rib.
No, Old Maid. Old Maid is something easy enough that anyone from any background can pick up. But
Yeah, but
brutal
why
enough.
does it have to be to the death?
Yeah,
I maybe-
Not.
I'm
wondering
I
about
may
that too.
exaggerate. I may exaggerate. But it certainly feels like death, and death would be a mercy. One time, I was in a match that took about 12 hours. There is no rest until there's only one person left.
Oh, so like Uno.
What's
Like-
Uno?
Good bit. Good bit.
You have Uno.
Okay, so with you guys getting the quest in hand, you're all you both you get the sense that you're going to be leaving out the same area. You're going to be leaving out the same direction of the town at least. So you will be able to explore the town a little bit and talk along the way. So with you picking up your quest and getting ready to head on out, what all would you like to do? Would you like to spend some money, save some of that Zenith up? Would you like to just smash cut to exiting the town? Would you like to explore a bit? It's up to you.
Actually, did we get any money from the previous mission?
Yeah.
Did we?
Because it was not noted at the time of us getting any reward.
You know,
from
I
it.
probably should have thought of that. Let me quickly.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have gotten the reward until we came back. So, like, right at the beginning of the session would have been the time for us to get money.
So, for that quest, you would have gotten around 100 Zenith each.
Okay.
So you could all add 100 Zenith to your sheet, and we'll let Ryu know that he can add 100.
I'm already sending the message. I am already sending the smoke signals and hiring the carrier pigeons.
Yay, carrier pigeons.
I love that. I love the Castlevania version of that meme, Tots.
Richter, go to the arcade and you can download it for free, you dumb fucking Belmont!
Alright. Back to the town now. Our players are going to be leaving the Golem Heart Guild here in the center of town. And they can explore the town a little bit, head down the main market street, and go straight for their mission, or do as they please. I'd like them to decide.
Look at the legend again.
You can also take this time to... My players can take this time to enjoy all the artwork of the town while they decide, and I can show off like some of the cool stuff I was able to do.
Oh, it's so good. Question.
Yes.
In this world, what do people normally do for the sick? Do they go and like get a cleric? Are there apothecaries?
So
I am right here.
Do they have ceremonial get well soon cards?
So there are get well cards and all that. Normally when it comes to simple sicknesses, it's just a matter of using medicine. But when it comes to battle injuries and all that, it's usually, depending on how those injuries were incurred, it's usually magic on site to help, like, stabilize. And then, going to an infirmary.
Now, does the guild have a little apothecary medicine area? I may or may not be taking a silly, goofy, get well soon card and sad little medicine to Takeshi before I go do anything else.
There was a whole bunch of flowers out there. I could see if any of them do the trick. I can go do that. I am hired.
Flowers don't seem like the best option.
Flowers
He's-
medicine.
He's allergic to pollen. That's not gonna work.
Not all flowers are used like that.
He's allergic to pollen. All flowers have pollen. That's the point of a flower.
You can smush them, and some of them use leaves and stems.
There's something I forgot on the map. Tiny error detected. Tiny error detected.
No, don't call her. It's fine.
It's okay.
Perfectionist Paige strikes again.
A tiny error. How could you do this intentionally?
Absolutely terrible artwork. It can't be used. Burn it all down. We'll start again fresh.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. Literally unplayable.
Minecraft better. Got it.
Let's not say things we can't take back. Say it.
But you know you would be able to pick something up along Market Street.
Mm-hmm.
What the guild doesn't... The guild hall is essentially a place to take a rest, gather your materials, like gather quests and all that. There are living quarters within the guild. There are some living quarters, like sort of here in one of the red blocks, just south of the guild. The only reason the guild is put here on the northern half of the town is because it allows them access to the train station quicker, in the event that they have to head off by train.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I just want to say this. My favorite parts of doing this map were the farmland and the train station.
I bet.
Good freaking stuff you got there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Farmland
if
has
you
a
want to
nice
pick up
little
something
bit
for
of
Rio,
detail.
you can get it in Market Street.
Okay. So I'm going to go into Market Street and find the dumbest looking card I can find. If you check the out of character chart in your Discord, or out of character chat in the Discord, you should be able to see. I have so carefully illustrated it.
It's amazing. Beautiful.
I love it.
I just
love it.
looked at it and saw the previous image you put in there, Bagel.
Oh God!
Did you think the card was going to be the spoilered one?
No, but I was paying attention to stream, to my notes, and to Founder. I was
fuck.
not looking at the out of character chat.
No!
I'll allow you to get that card. You know, that'd
How
be
much for
me.
the card?
Threes in it.
Mm. I'm gonna see
If
if
you
I
absolutely
can.
want to spend some money, but I you know, you don't have to. I'll just say that you can get that.
The card maker just knows me and knows that it's going to be used very funnily.
I love this thought that Vina is just like this absolutely checked out, like, restaurant/retail worker, kind of like, I'm so done with the world, but always has pranks and schemes in mind to always get that slight smirk.
A
Yeah.
little bit. A little bit. Vito don't crack, but everybody else will.
Bagel crack, though.
Bagel's not allowed on the streets.
Bagel broke before the Vina did.
So yeah, you managed to get the card from one of these shops and take it back to Takeshi.
I just slide it under the door and then I run away.
You guys will be heading down this you will be heading down this main street, either by foot or by carriage, your choice, all the way to the village entrance and then off into the jungle.
As we're passing through Market Street,
Yes.
Lyle's gonna look around at some armorers.
Sure, what are you looking for?
Lyle is looking to see if he can either trade in his bronze shield for a runic shield, or have runes applied to it to turn it into a runic shield.
So a runic shield, how much in it do you have?
I have 200 now.
Okay, and how much is a runic shield?
150.
I am hesitant, but let me take a look. That would just give you a +2 M defense already.
Yes, it would make his 2 shields match. So instead of having a runic and a basic, he'd have 2 runic.
I will allow this. That said, I am absolutely going to have to make some NPCs that have some auto-hit gimmicks now because you're a goddamn monster.
You know what, to balance it a little bit, he's going to keep the other shield. Then he'll just buy the runic outright.
Yee.
So it's a bit more of a money dump for him to do this.
I remember when we were testing out the battles and I was like, come on, let me just hit Lyle, let me just hit Lyle, let me just hit Lyle, let me just hit Lyle. I hit Lyle. Oh, Lyle's immune to this type of damage. Fuck!
You hit Lyle, you were so excited, then the next round you mentioned the same attack hitting, and you're like, and you mentioned the damage type, and I'm like, oh, Lyle's at full health then. That's the damage type.
Yeah, when we were testing out the battle system and all that, I hit Lyle a couple times, dealt no damage, but dealt damage to everyone else. He did his job as a tank, kind of. And we got another ad break.
Yep. During the ad break, then, if you could just add 2 to my magic defense.
Oh, you can do that yourself, actually, if you so choose. So you'll open up your character sheet. You will go to your items. See that bronze shield? You're going to want to rename that to Runic
Well, he's
Shield.
keeping the other one, so can I store that one? Yeah, so I can unequip that.
Yeah. So you can just you unequip the Runic Shield. Just click the little duplicate icon, and you'll make a second Runic Shield. And then you left click for your main hand and right click the symbol for your
Okay.
Yes, it is. It is so much easier to use, Marcy. And this game, by the way, you should all be fully rested.
Yeah, let me fix that.
Yeah, that was like one of the first things I did.
There you go. Only thing I had to change was MP.
For everyone that's not locked away into the ad realm, I'd like to take this moment to talk about Fabula Ultima. Fabula Ultima is a JRPG TTRPG system that has a lot of character customization and world customization. The whole point of the system is to work with your players to build a world together, to build a story together. It's less focused on being the best combatant and more focused on enjoying a story with friends. The game absolutely requires multi-classing. So if you like playing pure classes, this might not be the game for you. Level 50 is the maximum level for a character. But level 10 is the maximum level you can take in a given class. So at level 50, you should have 5 classes mastered. And thank you, Akagi, for the posture check. Would any of you guys like to talk about the game while I take a moment to hydrate as well and stretch?
Yes. Crinkle, Andy, crinkle.
It forces you to multi-class. You can get up to 10 levels in any given class until you get to 50 eventually. There is a mechanic called, is it heroic skills or heroic feats?
There are heroic skills that you get whenever you master a class.
Yep, that's what. So when you get those 10 levels in a given class, you have a few choices for a heroic skill to get kind of as a capstone for that class.
Such as the Elementalist getting the ability to cast a volcano. Where they literally summon a volcano.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It's wild to see that on the list. One of the ones that that Guardian could get is the ability to be in the first round of every fight be resistant to all forms of damage.
Actually, while we're
and be
talking about
completely immune to all status effects.
Sorry to barge in.
Oh no worries. It's just a wild skill.
Yeah. Speaking of multiclassing and all that, would you like to talk about what your characters are exactly?
Sure.
Yes, Marcy. There are no subclasses yet, but the creator of the system is talking about maybe doing that. Like at level 5, you subclass into something else like to get a little extra boost. But for now, you could take like heroic styles depending on like if you have a die size of this size and have a level in this class, you can get a bonus with this type of weapon. Or like we have with Vina, who is a Dark Blade Arcanist. To basically mash the classes together. And how would you describe your character's class as a concept? Bagel?
Bagel?
Is Bagel dead?
Yeah, no.
I muted to laugh and I forgot to unmute.
I was gonna say the last message from Bagel was, "I'm dying."
Oh no.
No, I was laughing so hard I didn't think the laugh blanket could contain it, and so I muted myself and then I forgot to unmute myself.
We're all so proud of you.
Where were you when Bagel was killed?
I know where I was when Sonic was killed.
But
Oh, no.
where was Phone?
No,
Where was Phone when Bagel was killed?
So, how would you all describe your character classes? Like, not the classes that you've chosen, but like, for example, if I was an Arcanist and Commander and Wayfarer, I would use my Arcanist as a pet and call myself a Joe Bro by using my Arcana as a stand.
I mean,
I'm a pretty standard chronomancer, honestly. Except wow, that just petered out. Great, got chronomancer. Hi.
Would you like to rewind time and try that again?
If I were my character, I absolutely would.
If you could turn back time.
I'm looking at you. Staring at you.
While you're looking at that, I just made the horrid realization that at the moment, Lyle is basically just a protection paladin from Classic WoW.
Oh my god, wait, no you are!
Oh my god, I just realized that. Damn.
Just with defense and not.
You know, that's why I said a protection paladin.
I know that
He's
Venus
all-
sold us the DVD box set of Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's imagine Friends but angstier. There you go, that's Vina.
Ira, aren't you more of Chronomancer mixed with Walter from Helsing?
I suppose yes.
Going around with wires.
Yeah, pulling strings. Yeah, why? Why is my brain like this?
You know, Kaizad is just tiny alchemist.
Very tiny alchemist.
Full little alchemist.
Oh.
Half metal alchemist.
Full little
Full.
little alchemist. Tiny little alchemist. Short little baby man.
Little baby man, little baby man, little baby man.
It's not my fault. I am a fake fox. They're tiny. My ears are huge, though. At least I got that going for me. I got the big ears.
You know what they say about foxes with big ears?
Hi,
I got
Gavin.
all the potions. That's what they say, right?
I was gonna say they can hear very well.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah, and they would hear people say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Technically not D&D, but there is no, so I'm in the D&D category, just like how people that are playing Pathfinder go into the D&D category, because there's no category for 5e Ultima, and tabletop games is more for, like, oh, we're playing Monopoly, we're playing Life, we're playing etc. etc. So I'm technically in the D&D category, but we're playing Fabula Ultima. So my players,
Hello.
as you are all heading off with the B team in tow, and you head out. You're now outside of Upheaval. And you're making your way into the very beginnings of the Emerald Jungle. But before we leave the town, I would like one of you to roll me a d6 for a travel roll.
Didn't we establish Venus the one that has to roll that?
Yes.
Ooh. I suppose I must. I can't wait to get us into trouble. That's the wrong one. Let me in. Let me in. Oh no.
So you're able to, get through. Nice and simple. So normally people would think a 1 is a bad thing, but in Fabula Ultima for travel rolls, if you roll
it's kind of how many things go wrong.
If you roll a 6 or higher, you encounter a danger. And towns usually have a d6 roll to leave a town or get through a town. So you get through this town perfectly fine, nothing bad happens.
Yay.
Now, as you're heading down the road into the jungle, with everyone in tow, I'd like you to make me a d8 roll.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited!
And that is a 6. Now, I'm going to choose a danger of what might happen. What shall I do, chat? What shall I do to them? Shall I damage them, or just something simple to get started?
Like the way you phrased that.
I'll leave it to a coin flip. Something simple, you say? Something simple it is.
Oh, the Tookus. Not my Tookus.
So, the danger you encounter is some aftermath from the Dire Groves. Some aftermath from the Timber Dwarves. It seems that some of the trees are still having a bit of trouble growing back, or it seems that everything that's supposed to be cleared and all this, nothing is really, it hasn't been completed. The task is taking longer than expected, and the usual path to head on down, the safe road for traveling, is still blocked off. You'll have to head deeper into the heavily forested area, closer to the Emerald Glen as you make your way through, and you have to go over a small river. Our players are roughly right here right now. That should not be on this list. Oh, for some reason someone added Final Fantasy music straight up to this album when it shouldn't be on here.
That's bad.
Yeah, here. I'm just gonna go here, back to this person. There.
I was thinking you might want to just make your own playlist afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know how the music is. Okay, can you guys hear the music okay? for everyone in chat, can you hear the music okay? Let me actually adjust the volume. Okay, good. Alright, so a D8 travel roll is now going to have to be a D10. As you leave the safety of the... As you leave the safety of the road, if you leave the safety of the road and head deeper into the forest to get through.
I'm leaving the safety of the roll. There is no safety in this roll.
I will say this. As you head off and the B team starts heading off deeper into the Emerald Glen to whatever dungeon has spawned here within these pink trees with bamboo stalks. You guys start heading back on track. But not before something drops on you.
Like literally?
Something quite literally drops on you. Vina! I would like to ask you a quick question as I bring up this sheet.
Yay!
Does a 9 hit you?
Let me look at my stats. Let's see.
Does a
that's
9 hit your
against...
physical defense?
That is a negative. Because let me double check. Yes. Hitting would be bigger than the number, so no, that does not hit me.
All right. A sort of like translucent blue-green slime just drops straight down out of the tree, heavily impacting the ground, and you're able to just barely avoid it.
Gross.
And I want you guys to roll for initiative.
All right. Here we go.
So your initiative check. Your initiative has to beat an 8, which I believe is a dex check. And this is going to be our first battle of the entire thing.
It is Dex Insight, I believe.
Dex Insight.
Dex Insight? Okay.
Oh,
So
it's Dex Insight?
it is a... Who will be the leader for this check?
Oh yeah, who is?
It's up to you guys to appoint a leader. So for Fabiola
Vina has been
Ultima,
established as leader.
Well,
you can choose different leaders for battle and all that.
Yeah.
all I was going to say is where Vina was the one dropped on, I think that she'd be too caught off guard to be the leader.
Yeah.
So it would be whoever would... I
I
would
feel like
assume
Lyle
was
would
closest.
absolutely start
Yeah.
just get it trying to move in the way.
It's whoever has the most snacks at their table right now. That is the leader.
Oh, clearly.
And
At my
Lyle
table specifically, or the
does have
4
all-
shelves next to my desk full of food?
You
I
have
think-
shelves?
You also have the black licorice, and I think the black
Oh,
licorice...
does the
is
slime make a
covers.
funny noise when it falls down? Yes, it makes a little... Oh,
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 no.
you can
Wait,
see
it's
like the
cute? You're
sort
making
of...
us kill a cute thing?
It's not cute because you can tell this thing, like as soon as it starts resting on the grass a little bit, the grass just kind of starts wilting.
I see that, but I raise you. If not friend, why friend shaped?
Yep.
True.
Yeah. Is it friend shaped?
Yeah.
Oh, a little.
I
I'm
think
very-
it is.
You
I'm
want
very
to make a
happy with this,
sound?
Sport.
Is that
I
is that the
mean-
sound you want, Joe? You want him to make a sound?
Keeps getting crisped.
Oh, it's not getting crisp for everyone in the chat though.
I guess not.
It just goes.
Is it truly friend shaped, or is it Blorbo shaped?
It's kind of a blorbo.
Blorbo.
Blorbo!
Florbos are friend shaped.
Yeah, Blorbo's a friend
So
shape.
who is going to be the leader for this check?
I vote Seratomon.
Is it gonna be me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
Okay,
loud.
let me
There are
see
shelves
how
of
the rules
snacks.
for this works again.
Yeah,
Dex insight.
Players perform a Dex initiative group check. The difficulty level of this check equals the highest initiative among their adversaries, so that is a difficulty level 8.
Well, that's a 13.
At the start of each conflict, the players perform an initiative group check. The difficulty for the leader's check is equal to the highest initiative score.
Oh no, that is a 10. Because it didn't apply my modifier. Despite the modifier being listed there.
So what is your modifier for initiative?
Wait, is your modifier -3?
I have a
Is it-
-3 from my armor.
So that is a
That's
10
'cause your
total?
armor.
So that's a 10 total.
Okay, you guys get the first move. And in Fabula Ultima, battles go like this. You have either monster player, monster player, monster player, until one side runs out of characters, and then it's just the other side. Like, if there are 3 players and 4 monsters, but the players move first, it is player, monster, player, monster, player, monster, monster. But it is my players, my 4 players, against 4 dewdrops.
Hype for dewdrops. Lyle is not going first.
And yes, once players have seized the initiative, they can decide at the start of every combat round, decide who gets to take their turn, JRPG style. So, who would like to make their first move? As we let me make a new scene for this actually.
Let's. Oh, is that? Oh yeah.
Here we go. Combat.
Combat.
Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, Quattro's here.
Yeah, my sister is fucking cracked at this kind of
There's
stuff.
so
This
many
is a-
quattros.
Oh, it's so good.
I
Oh yeah,
love the
Quattro is here.
I love that friend on the far right.
The mimic?
No, behind the mimic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, him. That's friend. I love him.
Oh, him?
Oh.
There's
That's
a lot
just
of friend
Jerry.
shapes in here.
That's just Jerry.
Why
I
not?
like Jerry.
Jerry's, you know.
I like Jerry.
So who would like to make the
Miss
first
what?
move?
All right, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna cast divination.
And would you like to explain what divination does?
Do until the spell ends. After a creature you can see performs a check, it was not a fumble or critical success, I can force that creature to reroll both dice until I have used it twice. Oh boy! So I'm just here helping people with their rolls.
Also, I'm not sorry for the names I'm giving these things.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love the change you've made to my sweet babies.
So, normally dewdrop is spelled D-E-W drop, but I've named them D-O-drop, as in they do drop.
They do. They do.
Aw, I like that.
I want to eat them. Let me bite them.
I don't.
Having created them, I do not recommend that.
So,
I want to eat-
I
make sure
actually
you
would
click
like
the
a
divination
sample of
spell
them.
in your sheet so it goes into the group, or it goes into the chat. Actually, in the meantime, let me...
Me want bite. Me want acid blob delight. Exactly, Joey.
Thank you.
You
Excellent.
want bite? That's my darling, who's always great with memes.
Fantasy taco night. We got corrosive slime from the grocery store, and florals from the grocery store, and insight rolls from the grocery store.
So,
And-
Lionel,
We're getting a lot
are
from the
you,
grocery store.
Oh yeah, that's my turn. That's all
no,
I can do.
you didn't click the thing.
Oh,
So you would go into your sheet, and click divination like that so it appears in chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure you subtract the MP from your sheet. Also, your
Yup.
IP should be fixed.
I didn't buy more, so
No, I'm going to allow you guys to max out your IP whenever you finish a quest.
okie dokie.
Like, yeah. So, you
And-
glimpse briefly into the future until the spell
Resupplied
ends.
by the guild.
After a creature you can see performs a check, if it was not a fumble or nor a critical success. Oh. Okay.
I shall have visions.
So now it's going to be another Dewdrop's turn. And this is going to be a Dewdrop that is still up in the tree. And it's going to try and fall. And it's going to use Drop. Let me ask Ira. Does a 9 hit?
Yeah, that does hit.
As
Alright.
Lyle steps in the way, it does not.
Okay.
Okay.
So Lyle, once per round, with the skill Protect, can take the place of someone else after an attack has been labeled as hitting them.
I've now revealed the side chat, so if you want to click your skill in your sheet that
Yes.
says Protect, you can post it in the chat for everyone to read.
Mhm.
When another creature is threatened by an attack, spell, or other danger, you may take their place. Any checks that are part of the danger will be performed against you. You may declare that a use of this skill before or after the checks have been made. If the danger has already affected you, it affects you twice. Resolve both instances separately. You also cannot protect multiple creatures from the same danger. If you use this skill during a conflict, you cannot use it again until the start of your next turn. All right.
And a 9 is not going to hit Lyle.
Okay.
Oh no, who's surprised?
So,
Dang.
who wants to make the next move?
I feel it's fitting for Lyle to counterattack after just being hit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, after just not being hit. It's like,
Yes.
Bagel,
Yes, as it were, yes.
Bagel, did you want to go, or are you okay with me?
Lionel can go. You guys can. You can do it.
Okay. Just, I don't know.
Do it now.
Twin Shields 12 will hit.
Are you symbols when you do the twin shields? You just like get in between and go smash it.
So I think the way this works out is largely how Lyle's working is counterattack. So it is dropping down, and he just catches it on his shield and just slams it to the ground next to him.
Oof.
Sounds oof. And it slatters just a little bit.
It seems to, for about 13 points worth.
Oh, nice. It's a good splatter.
However,
Oh,
it only. However, it doesn't seem to do quite that much.
Do I clock that?
Clock it? No.
No, like, does Lyle notice that?
You do not notice it. If you make a study check on it,
Okay.
you may.
Alright.
But that is one of your actions on your turn. So
Yep, so that is my turn.
And if you were to make a study, it would have to be a 10 or higher to understand what is going on here. Like, you get some sense that it didn't quite do as much damage as you had thought.
would it be like instead of just getting that satisfying thunk, it almost felt like it moved out of the way of the shields?
It just kind of feels like... It just kind of feels like you're pushing down on a stress ball.
Right,
It doesn't seem to
but
bother.
he gets some form of idea that something that wasn't necessarily fully effective.
Yes.
Okay.
it's gelatinous.
Oh no, I know.
Sorry, it's being.
So now it is another dewdrop that is up in the trees, and it is going to use drop on Arian. Arian, does a 3 hit you?
No.
I'm gonna guess not.
Not at all.
Alright,
Yeah.
who wants to go next?
It is kind of wild how much damage it would still do, the high roll being 2, though.
Yeah, can you see these rolls?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
You look at the damage they could deal.
Yeah, no,
potentially.
I see that.
Very
Yeah.
glad it didn't.
Dedicated physical attackers are scary in this game.
Mhm.
If-
All right.
if-
Well, I'm going. I would like to go. I would like to
Please.
make smacky with my
Go make
swordy.
Go make a smacky, and I'll do my seeds after that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. How do I remember how to do it? Do I remember how to do it? Oh, I did. Yeah. Smacky.
So an 11 will hit. And which one are you hitting?
I'll go for the one that that Lyle just tried to smash.
Okay. I was gonna say there is one up in the tree that you cannot hit at the moment.
Yeah, I'm short. Up is not what I do.
No. So these. Actually, I can't reveal that unless you make a study roll.
Stout folk have a limited jump capacity. They don't jump good.
As you hit, it doesn't seem to be quite as affected as you thought.
I hate slimes.
And it just kind of like wobbles. So- The one that originally dropped down before the battle started is going to use climb. And it's going to start climbing back up the tree.
Do these things only know how to attack from the sky?
Who knows?
I have an idea.
Yes.
It is Arian's turn.
I'm listening.
So they like dropping, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if any of us have anything sharp and pointy to point up before they drop down.
Arian's just like already loading his bow. Or their bow. Do I have to wait for them to drop down?
I don't know. But I think it would be funny.
So what would you like to do, Arian?
I'll let someone else put their pokey underneath one
I'll
of
do it.
them.
I'll do it. I'll straight up
Okay.
do it. I'll do it my next turn. I'll do it. Bet.
I don't.
Arian's going to go ahead and plant a serrated rose.
Okay. Would you like to
And-
link that into the...
Yes.
Arian has the Floralist class, which allows them to, use these Magiseeds. Its thorns form a tangle, equally breathtaking and dangerous. And thus your clock begins.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yes, this game has a whole mechanic dedicated to timers.
Yes.
Which
And I
is
actually
pretty
have a
cool, in my
I
opinion.
have timer on my sheet. I like having a
More
timer on my sheet.
Yes, you do have a timer on your sheet.
Yeah.
If you go to your stats page, you have a timer dedicated to that.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at it. I was just letting
Left click to
Ian
fill a
know.
slot, right click to remove a slot.
Thank you.
And when you first planted it, you fill the one slot, and then the other 3 are for the effects.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to take out the slot. That's why the one was in there, was because I couldn't figure out how to remove it.
Yeet. Now then, it's time for the last slime to make their move, and they're going to use drop. And they're going to try and fall on Vina.
Oh boy.
Does a 12 hit you, Vina?
Yeah.
You suffer
Yes.
19
I took
damage
my
as this
turn.
thing just...
It does not, as Lyle steps in the way since he's taken his turn.
This is something that we will have to discuss because this seems to be a little
I wanted to
abuse
get
heavy.
smashed on. I wanted to get smashed on. I wanted to point my sword up.
But I will allow it for this battle.
It only happens once per round. It can happen twice in the first because it can happen before and after his first turn.
Right. Oh, sorry, Buttercup. Hi, morning.
Don't
So,
worry.
I don't think that you would actually be able to set up your weapon to skewer them as they fall down. Unless you want that to be your turn coinciding with theirs.
Yeah, when else am I gonna get a good chance to do this?
So, I'll let you talk this out with Serrata. Do you want Serrata to protect you?
No.
If yes, you will not be able to have time to set up your sword for this, but you will be spared the damage. If no,
All right.
you will take the first turn in the second round, and you will take half of this damage, and you can make your guaranteed hit on them.
I want to do it. Let me take the damage. Let me do the
I will
damage.
not
Let me
block.
skewer.
I don't know.
All right, then you take 10 physical damage.
Picturing Lyle starts rushing over and feels like, no, let me do this, and then Slime just slams into her.
Look, we just gotta look cool. You aren't the only one who gets to look cool, okay?
Just in slow mo, time pauses. Don't you dare. This is
Record
mine.
scratch. Yep, that's me. Bet you're wondering how I got here. So make your attack roll for the second round. That is a guaranteed 12 to hit. But as it sinks down onto your sword, doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought.
Oh.
Your hubris.
And now it is time for slime number 1, who is up in the tree. And it tries to drop onto Ira. Ira,
I'm
does
gonna make
10
him-
hit?
I'm gonna make him re-roll that.
Okay. Does
Oh,
10
you-
hit?
You've got to be.
It does. It does not. As Lyle steps in.
Curse you, Lyle!
Wow.
Curse you, He-Man! Always ruining my plans! One of these days!
And so now that it would be player's turn.
Yes, it would now be a player's turn.
So Lyle is going to lift up this slime that just tried to drop on Ira, and go to slam it down. But this time, I think the shield. So anytime Lyle's moving his shields, there's this faint like electrical after image behind them. That's how his magic works. Basically, he's moving his shields around him to block things faster than he could normally retaliate.
Okay.
That if after image turns black this time. As the let's make sure it hits.
14 will hit.
As that 14 damage instead of physical is dark damage now.
And how were you able to do this?
That is from his quirk.
Okay then, that will remain secret. And you just deal a good chunk of damage to this thing. Okay, Reaper, but as a reminder, these VODs will remain up on Twitch for 24 hours after the episode, after which they will be taken down and the recordings will be put up onto Patreon. And then after a week of being on Patreon, where you can get access to Patreon content for as low as $3 a month, they will be put up onto YouTube for free viewing. So, Lyle, my dear Lyle,
Mhm.
that is your turn.
It is.
Okay, this one's slime on the ground. It's gonna target. It's gonna target Vina, who's got one of its friends on it, and use this. Does an 8 hit you?
No.
It does not. As it just kind of like flings this just like glob of slime, and you're able to avoid it.
I'm just thinking it's bouncing off the slime I'm currently engaged with.
Who would like to take their next turn?
I would. I'm gonna study the slime.
You're gonna study it,
I'm gonna study
Alright.
the
peer
slime.
into it.
Nerd.
I believe that is an insight check.
That would make the most sense. Yes. Wah. Wow.
Is this is our first time trying this out, and I am a generous GM. Let it be known that I am a generous GM. Let it be known
actually-
I am kind.
I have another use of divination. I'm
You
gonna
do?
not make you, I'm gonna not make you be kind. I'm just gonna reroll that and have divination fall off.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, with a 13, you are able to see what these creatures' max HP is, their max MP, their defenses, their resistances, and their attacks. You know that they have roughly 60 max HP. They have 60 max HP, 35 MP, 10 defense, 6 magic defense. They have an ability called Bounce. They have an ability called Fling, which is a ranged attack, which they usually only use when they're climbing, but sometimes they will use on the ground. And when hit, the target will suffer slow from Fling. And they also have Drop, which is a heightened attack, but can only be used after climbing. And you notice, you can tell that they are resistant to both physical and fire damage.
Gotcha.
And you do know that once they use their climb ability, they are temporarily considered flying and thus cannot be hit with melee attacks.
Due to my Flash of Insight ability, I get to, because I rolled 13, I get to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
But since you've given me the whole biography of this slime, I'm just gonna ask, is it good to eat?
If you had a gourmet in your party, or someone that knows how to cook, they might be able to distill something from the remains of these things. They might be able to distill some sort of sour bitter syrup that would go great on some sandwiches.
Oh.
Well, it's gotta have more uses than that.
Boil them down for some balsamic reduction. I see.
Just cut to the dungeon meshy dwarf guy.
Senchi.
What's his name?
Senchi.
Senchi. Just cut to Senchi just kind of staring like... Now it is another slime's turn.
Yeah.
This slime is going to use climb. That's just kind of like starts glorping its way up into the tree.
Glorp.
No, I believe it is Arian's turn. Yes.
How many are in the trees right now?
Oh, one is in the tree.
I will go ahead and shoot at the one in the tree.
Okay. That hits. But it only suffers 9 damage.
Okay. And also going to target it for the slow at the end of my turn.
Okay. And now for the final slime. It's gonna start climbing up into the tree. Top of the round, players.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to take their first move?
Guess I'm just gonna set up divination again.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Bacon?
Okay, let me just. There we go. I'm just gonna set that up.
Okay, you're gonna take
Let
your
me-
first turn then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Yep.
Alright. Time for slime number 1, which is currently on Bagel's sword. It's gonna try and bounce on you, Bagel.
I'm just gonna refuse.
Does a 10 hit you?
No, I just refuse. What's it gonna do? Hit me? I already said no. No, 10 doesn't hit.
Let that be a lesson. Monsters cannot hit you without your consent.
Man,
Unfold a small, like, printed out piece of paper from my shirt pocket. Dewdrop, is it all right with you if I engage in physical contact upon your person?
But does
This is
10
the
hit your
future
physical defense base?
this is the future liberals want.
God damn it. Does 10 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
Me.
Okay.
Now, I know you said they might not be good undistilled, but I'm still gonna cast Devourer of Men.
Don't you have to invoke your
Oh. Do I?
I believe...
Let me
That's what I
double
recall
check my
from last
PDF.
time.
Let me double check my PDF. I'm looking at it with my eye holes. Okay, where are you? Where is my stuff? There's notes. Other notes.
You spend 30 mind points to summon the Arcana.
Okay. Dang. Then disregard. I will just summon my boy.
I believe that is a free action to summon.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're Vanagandir, Devourer of Men. Hi, Limitless Liger. Thank you for the raid.
Limitless, hello. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome on in, Raiders.
Raider.
Okay, according to this,
Mhm.
Pulse can be used at the end of your turn for free.
Okay, good. Oh, right, that's the pulse effect. It doesn't say pulse, it just says spell. Yeah, so I'm just gonna summon my boy. Begrudgingly.
You still have yet to rename him, but we can discuss that later.
It's okay, I haven't thought of a good name.
So that's 30 MP for your Arcanum summon.
Yep. And all you guys see is just this weird greasy form, just separating. Like, you know that scene in Winnie the Pooh when Winnie the Pooh's spirit just kind of separates from him on that blustery day and it just kind of flies around the room? Like that.
I'm just
What an image.
I think I know what you're talking about, but all I can imagine is just the gif of his soul just
Leaving his body.
straight up, just flying straight up, just out of his room.
Yeah, basically, yeah, actually. There you go.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
and considering what you've described this thing as, the fact that it kind of looks like a stereotypical Discord/Reddit moderator.
Yeah. So just imagine, like, out of nowhere, the Discord moderator appears.
I am really hoping that as you grow as a character, so too will this guy into a Giga Chad. Like, he goes through a whole, like, Milady arc into da 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 da.
He starts looks maxing.
Yeah, he's...
Holy.
I think you killed Bagel. Pretty sure you killed Bagel.
The spirit just comes out. Do you know what joking is?
Do you know what viewing is? Shh. Does a little like jawline line thing. Cuts to Giga Chad drawing.
So, Devourer of Men. This is a free skill you can use at the end of every one of your turns,
Yay.
I believe.
It's very realistic.
If I look in the Arcanist rework, I will get some...
It's very realistic.
It's very realistic.
It's very realistic.
Okay, so let's take a look at this.
Free real estate.
It's very realistic.
So, you get the merge effect
Oh,
by...
hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. You get the merge effect by summoning it. In addition to their merge effects, pulse effect, as long as you are merged with a given arcanum, you may use an action to unleash that arcanum's pulse effect. You only do so during a complex scene and once per turn. Okay, so your pulse is your action, but summoning is a free action.
Okay.
So 2 targets of your choice will suffer 10 dark damage. And think of the follow Limitless Liger.
Yay!
So which 2 are you choosing?
Okay. So obviously also the one that is attacking me, and let me also target the one that tried to throw slime at me and then missed.
Okay, so that's Slime 1 and Slime 2. Or Dewdrop 1, Dewdrop 2. And now it is... Let's see, who's gone so far?
This turn, there's been Ira, a slime, and Vina.
Yeah.
Ira, a Slime, and Vina. Okay, thank you.
So it is a slime's turn
Slime's
now.
turn.
So just imagine.
Sorry, what was that big?
I'm gonna say I'm just imagining a Reddit moderator with his greasy little hand, like just eating like a pile of Jello with his hands, and as a stand, as a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand.
Oh my god.
I'm just imagining that. As
So
what's happening here?
the Slime 2 is going to start climbing the tree. Who would like to take their next turn?
Lyle, do you want to go, or you want me to fling an arrow at another one?
You might as well go.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get the one that's climbing up the tree right now.
Okay.
Ooh,
That does not hit.
that's what I figured.
This is a different system entirely, Limitless Liger. This is Fabula Ultima. It is a JRPG style TTRPG system.
And
the
also,
system even comes with its own soundtrack, which is kind of freaking baller.
at the end of my turn, they're all now slow.
Okay.
Okay, that was it for me.
It is now Slime 3's turn. And from the safety of the tree, it's going to fling down at Arian. From the tree. Does 7 hit you?
No.
Okay, it misses. Up next. Lyle? Sarada?
Hi.
Hi.
I muted for a moment to cough and then didn't unmute. Bagel knows what's up.
Same brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So much berry rot.
I guess Lyle is just going to try and smush the closest slime. None really attacked him or anyone else to that great of
There
effect
is only
this round.
one in melee range.
All right, then that's the one.
All right.
It's like it's fate.
Are you sticking with the physical damage?
No, it is dark damage.
Dark damage it is. It is now in Crisis. Crisis, for anyone who is interested, refers to when a character reaches 50% of their max HP. Usually, monsters or players can get special effects when they reach Crisis. You don't want to be in Crisis normally, but you can get some benefits for being in it. I believe
Someone
Vina
in the
has
party
some.
does.
That said, it is now time for the next slime to make their move. And it's going to use Fling on you, Lyle.
Okay.
Does 7 hit you?
No.
That's the round. Time for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Think of like, stretch. Who would like to take their first turn? What was that, Lionel? Oh, I thought you said something.
No. No, not yet.
I can go first.
Okie dokie.
I am.
I think I know what's about to happen.
I have to do something first, though.
Chuckles, I'm in danger.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the one I had shot at first.
That will hit for 8 damage.
Okay. And then 12 to everyone within my sight.
That is all enemies present on scene.
Yep.
Is it physical damage or?
It's physical damage, so if that's it, does that get half too?
Yes, that also gets halved.
Okay. So that would be the thorns all sticking out, but just like it just doesn't feel like it's getting that oomph with it as normal.
But still, that's 24 damage across the board. I believe your plant now wilts away.
Yep.
Okay.
Wilt it away in my.
Time for Slime 1 to try and bounce. Right onto you, Arian. Does 9 hit?
Nope.
Okay, you're able to deflect it. Who wants to go next?
I will. Big ol' will. Okay, so Devour Men is just the... No, that's the action? Or...
That's the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn. Okay, so I can take action and then... Okay, so I'm going to attack again. I'm going to Wackus Bonkus. That's not the Wackus Bonkus, that was the wrong item. Does that hit?
That hits.
Yeah, Wackus Bonkus.
You're able to hit the one. So you can choose to either Wackus Bonkus or use Devourer of Men.
Oh,
It's one or the
okay,
other.
that's why I was double... Oh, that's what I was double checking.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're good, you're good. Then I would prefer to do Devour Men.
Sure. As-
Me want bite.
As your Reddit moderator depicts these slimes as a soy jack.
Good. I was just thinking.
It's
Just
already
like
over,
organic-
Dewdrop. I've drawn myself as the Giga Chad and you as the Soy Jack.
I've already banned you from 3 Reddit subs.
I don't even use Reddit. Good.
And now you won't.
So which 2 do you want to hit with Devourer of Men?
Let's
There
go
are 2
with
that are in
again.
crisis. and
Oh,
2
let's
that are
go
not.
with the 2 crisis.
2 that are in crisis?
Mhm.
Okay. And now it is the one in the tree, or one of the ones in the tree, and it is going to try and drop right onto you, Vina. Does
That
a 12
hits.
hit?
That hits
want
my
it to?
battleship.
No.
Would you like it to hit?
I can use more fun things when it hits,
Okay.
but that requires me to do math. Hang on.
So on your sheet, if you go into crisis, it will automatically let you know.
That's good.
Yeah, these sheets like have a lot of the math already like done out, so you just have to do basic math of addition and subtraction.
That's what I'm working on. And that's 18 damage.
Yep.
Oh. Owie. But that puts me exactly where I want to be. I'm in crisis.
Who would like to go next?
I think. Am I the last person in the turn order this time?
I think
It's you
are
and me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast stop on one of the one. I think the one of the ones that's not in crisis.
The 2 that are not in crisis are up in the trees.
Well, good thing stop is not a melee attack.
Okay, then. Does it have an accuracy check?
It does. It has insight plus willpower.
Well, make sure you press that spell in your sheet so we can roll.
Yes. I.
That doesn't hit.
No, do it. No, I'm doing it again. Hold on. There we go. That's
That
one of
hits.
my two. That's one of my two uses of divination.
All right, then the slime in the tree that you've hit with stop just kind of like glitches out, and its turn is skipped.
Yeah. Yeah. I toss the sort of the threads out one way, or I'm starting to toss the threads out one way, and then I realize, oh no, that's gonna miss.
Oh no.
And direct it, and redirect them.
So who wants to go next?
I mean, that would have to be Lyle.
Okay.
All right, so
Kind of hoping it wasn't because I'm scared of you.
Lyle's going to look at
Just
the
let me-
slime, that wasn't stopped and isn't in crisis.
Okay. The one that's still up in the
And-
tree.
He's going to look up at it and kind of tap his shield and run his hand over some of the slime residue on it and attempts to provoke it.
Oh, provoke. An opposed
didn't use
might
a
will
roll.
check against a creature you can see. Describe how you taunt them. You succeed. Okay. Okay. So this is going to make a might will check then.
Might will, and I have a
Oh, I didn't.
plus
use the
one
check.
from the skill level.
Yeah, that thing is absolutely, absolutely
All right,
angry and wants to.
Then until I go down or it does, it cannot attack anyone but me.
Well, damn.
As well, it is enraged as well.
Okay, so this thing's dexterity
So it's
is now down to
dexterity and
6.
insight.
Thankfully, it doesn't have any dexterity-based accuracy. Now it's this thing's turn and is going to try and drop on you, Lyle.
Okay.
Critical hit!
You know, I think that will hit.
That is a guaranteed hit, and on the next Dewdrops roll, it is going to get a +4 to accuracy.
Here you go, Paige. You got it.
Yeah.
He's not immortal, guys! He can be hit! He can be hit! You suffer 19 physical damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how nonchalantly you're saying that.
It is now the top of the round. Who would like to take the first turn?
I would. Yay. Okay.
What would Bagel like to do?
Okay. So let's see. Clearly Heart of Darkness. Let me just click this. Is that the one thing I can do this turn, or is that just
Once per
bonus
scene upon
extra?
entering crisis, you may choose a specific creature you can see that you don't have a punch. That is free. That is a free thing.
Yay! And then that at
And when it says once per scene, that means once per round, once per combat round. So you could choose
Yay! Okay, good.
anyone to, hey, I fucking hate you now.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on the slime that is provoked. That one is my enemy. I hate him. All my homies hate that slime.
Okay.
All my homies hate them. I hate him. He's now my enemy.
Okay.
Screw that slime in particular. Okay.
And what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I wish it would tell me if it was specifically one whole action or if it was just a bonus extra. I think this is a bonus extra.
What do you, Agni? After you deal
Mhm.
damage to one or more creatures
So yeah, that's just an extra thing, I think.
Yeah, that is a passive.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and Devourer of Men again.
That is an interesting way to proc that. That is a guaranteed way to proc that, actually. You clever bean.
I'm going to go for the 2 that were critical again. And then that recovers skill level 2 hit points.
So the one that you have a bond of hatred towards, the one that does a Rage Delisle, is not one of the ones in Crisis.
If you have a bond towards at least one of those creatures. Oh, okay, so
wait,
my enemy.
So actually they all count.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
So yeah, you
Just like-
you recover double that then.
That is SL2, so that's 4.
Yep.
4 hit points?
You recover 4
Yes.
hit points and 4 mind points.
I didn't use any mind points.
You did use 30 to summon your Arcana.
Oh, right. That required math.
And
wish I'd automated that
you
out.
kill one of them. How does your Devourer of Men work? How would you describe it visibly?
So, my glorified Reddit moderator, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stand, just scoops up the essence of the slime, not like the physical form, but the essence, and just eats it like, imagine grabbing a thing of Jello and just eating it with your hand, with your bare hand.
Have you ever seen Monster House?
Yes, like that. The scene,
Yeah.
the hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah!
He's just like
Yeah. Yes.
eating it out of
That's exactly it.
spite.
That's exactly it, and it just runs back to me.
Love that.
Yes, please.
I will allow it for the heat. Okay, so this next one, it's going to try and fling at Vina.
No.
So,
Please.
critical hits in this game work
it's
interesting.
critical?
You have to roll 2 of the same number, but they both have to be 6 or greater.
Ah.
So a 9-9 is a critical hit, but a 2-2 is not a critical hit. So does a 4 hit you?
No.
Well, there you go. It is now whoever would like to go next.
I'm gonna cast stop on the other one. It's
The
not
one
very
that's still
close.
stun locked in the tree.
There
There are 3
the other
left.
one.
There's one that's in hyper crisis on the ground. One that is that you stunned last turn that's in the tree, and one that's just kind of like fuck you to Lyle.
Yeah, that one. I wanna stop that one.
Okay then.
Or actually,
I'd go with a different one, because that one is only really going to hit me if it crits. Otherwise, it's no threat to the rest of the party.
you know what? I'm just gonna use the wires for a basic attack on the one in Super Crisis.
Okay. That will hit.
Hey, there we go.
How would you like to murder this one?
Oh.
How do the wires do the murder?
Oh.
Also, you like the little description I personally gave it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. I feel like I saw that at one point. Yeah, I did. That's very cool.
A reminder of the past.
Do you just like Jello cube it?
Get. No, actually, I attach threads to just a bunch of different points all over it, and just pull it into a bunch of slimy pieces.
Well, goddamn. Let me just make a
One
note
might
of this
be-
real
one-
quick. Hold on.
One might be motivated to ask, how on earth do you do that? And the answer is, no you.
I'm just making
No,
a
see,
note
you use
here.
time magic. It's kind of like quickly hitting Oobleck. You solidified it with time magic, just pulled so quickly that it just shattered.
Alright, petition for the second level, or like the stronger version of that to be named Oobleck.
please.
Oh, when you
Oobleck?
get an upgraded weapon, you want it to be named Oobleck?
No,
Well,
the
next tier of
slime.
Dewdrop.
Yeah.
Good pun on Oobleck.
I have
Oobleck.
one. I'll type it.
Oobleck.
I'm terrified what you're gonna type.
Oh,
What
I
have you
don't know how
typed?
to say it. I don't
No.
know if I'm allowed to say it, but in my heart of hearts, I knew it had to be
I
said.
knew that was what you were going to type. I was
I mean,
100% sure.
maybe
It's
for
round.
the after dark session.
It's round and squishy.
It is soft and warm like Booba. You're telling us the second tier of a dewdrop isn't a 2-drop? I love
Okay,
you
that one's
chatters
actually
so
really
much.
good.
I love
actually
that
really-
one.
I
That
do
one
really
specifically.
like that.
Dewdrop. All it is a larger
Dewdrop.
dewdrop that upon death splits into
Speaking
two
of dropping,
dewdrops.
hey, Ira, does a 17 hit you?
It gets to re-roll that.
Does an 8 hit you?
Yeah, okay.
I
yeah,
actually
you
hit Lyle's shield.
And this one is now on the ground. Who would like to go next?
I think Lyle is just going to slam that one to the ground.
Okay. With dark damage again?
With dark damage again, yes.
Okay. This one is now in crisis. It is now the other one's turn, and it is going to... I'm going to make it make a might willpower check. At difficulty level 10. If it gets 10, it can climb. If not, it has to use a basic attack. It has to use a basic attack. And because it is in melee range of you, does an 11 hit your defense?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Hello there, Siren Skylark. Welcome on in, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders!
Welcome, Skunky VT. Welcome, Rinsukino. Welcome on in, new chatters. Welcome on in, Raiders.
We're just playing some Fabiola Ultima tonight. Welcome, welcome. So, whose turn is next?
I think it's Arian's next.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Has to be.
I can do some more twing of the bow.
Go for it.
Yeah.
There are 2 left. That will hit.
Yay!
Who would you like to hit? The one in crisis or the one not in crisis?
Let's take care of the one in crisis.
Alrighty then. That will deal 5 damage.
Oh wait, that'll deal 6 damage.
Okay.
Alright, it's top of the round, I believe.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about before. It is going to be player, slime, player, slime, player, player. Because the players now vastly outnumber the slimes.
Mm-hmm.
So who would like to take their first move? Who wants to be the one to go first?
I think you know what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna just straight murk another slime?
Hey, Sarada, Bagel, I just want to... Have you guys played Final Fantasy XIV?
I am a
Yeah.
bard main.
Have you
I know
beaten,
like that game.
have you beaten Heaven's Word?
No.
Yes.
I'm just looking at you.
Canadian.
I'm just looking at you like the like the Pope dude looked at the Warrior of Light.
Yes.
when you two are fighting this, while you two are fighting, I'm out of character looking at you like,
Who? What are you?
still my favorite scene in the whole game.
That's such a silly thing to try in a future fight.
That's it. Bagel, I believe you want to go first.
Yeah, I know. I know what you know that.
I
know
think I
that
know
you
what you're
know
gonna do.
Where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the
Bagel
button?
clicking the button. Bagel one clicking the button.
Buttons, 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 button,
Bagel
button.
wood button.
Okay.
Button!
And you
Button
recover
gremlin.
4 HP and 4 MP.
Yeah!
I'm happy you guys are having fun. That is the one thing I've wanted the most. And I'm happy this fun is at the expense of Bagel making a bad travel roll.
I'm not in crisis anymore.
No.
You still benefit from that stuff until the end of the combat. Combat.
Yay!
So, like, if your crisis, unless your says only while you're in crisis, like this thing, like your thing said once you hit crisis, that means the first time you hit crisis in battle.
So I can
But if it
uncrisis
says
and
while
still-
you were in crisis, that means so long as you are in crisis. If you go above crisis, you no longer benefit from it.
Listen, the way my eyes just widened and dilated at the same time, it's like an almond kid or an almond mom's
Are you
kid
saying your
just
eyes
ate a red
dilate at
Skittle.
different times?
I'm saying that, have you ever given an almond mom's kid a red Skittle? Because that look is what I just got. You
I'm
just
sorry,
gave me my red
given
Skittle.
What?
Do you not know what an almond
What?
mom is?
What is the
I've never heard of an almond
Matt?
mom.
Okay, so you know those parents that don't allow their kids to have any like red food diet or sugar or anything, and like to the point where like at birthday parties they're not allowed to like have any of the birthday cake.
I've never.
Yeah.
I have heard of those.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
Because
give
red
one
is
of those
like
kids.
bad for you.
Yeah, yeah. There's like some crunchy people out there that are like, red 40 gives you neurodivergence and awful, and I'm like, no.
That
But yeah,
one
no-
mom and daddy daycare that keeps listing off by chemical name like 14 different dyes her son cannot have.
Oh,
exactly that,
yes. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand this reference now.
And so if you give one of those kids like a red Skittle or a red piece of like sugar, essentially,
Hi, TGP.
you've given them the illicit.
So now now it is this slime's turn. It's going to climb up into the tree. It's going to climb. It's going to do a climb.
Oh my god, Joey. I'm smoking those autism Skittles. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm out here pushing red pudding pops. Them ops ain't got shit on me, man.
So who wants to go after this slime? This is why I love you guys and why I love my chat. I am smiling so much my face hurts, actually.
Yeah.
This is how I can tell I'm having the best time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because Bagel is a giggly bitch.
Yes.
It is impossible for me to not laugh at that.
Ryu is not feeling well today, so he could not make it to episode 1. But he will be here for the next episode.
I hit my inhaler. I laughed that hard.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
You're perfectly fine, Siren. You're perfectly fine. By the way, is it Siren or Siren? I've never heard it.
Siron.
Siren.
It's
okay.
Siron.
Siren.
Watch me say it wrong.
Siren? Got it. You're
Siren.
grilling.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
So who wants to go after the slime? Who wants to be the second turn? You got one in crisis and one not in crisis, but it is like locked in on Lyle.
Me.
You know what?
No. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to run back, just pulling slimes apart. I'm just gonna try doing that again. Where did my tab go? Oh, it's in a different window. Very cool. Very cool.
That will hit.
Yay!
Which one are you hitting? The one on Lyle?
The one in crisis.
You cannot hit that one because it is in the tree.
Okay, then by definition, I am required to hit the one attacking Lyle.
Okay.
Okay.
And now It is the enraged slime turd. It's going to make that check again. It will take its turn to jump away and climb up into the tree to prepare to try and drop onto Lyle. Who wants to go next?
I want to shoot at it.
I want to shoot him.
I just like shooting things. It's fun.
Go for it.
So,
Which
Paige,
one
are
you
they
shoot-
both in the trees now?
Yes, they're both in the trees.
Okay.
Which one you shooting?
The In Crisis one.
Okay. And I believe it is now Lyle's turn. Because you have not taken your turn yet.
Right. I mean, I'm just going to...
Ow! Off my elbow.
I can't really reach them at all, so I'm just going to guard. Specifically, rather than just guards, bodyguards. I'm going to guards Ira.
Okay, so that means you get a guard and Ira gets a guard. So you both have
Yes.
resistance to physical damage until the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Top of the round, who wants to go first?
Actually, not just physical. While I'm bodyguarding, Ira is resistant to all damage.
Ooh.
So who
very
wants to go
good.
first at the next round?
Did Arian go? Oh yes,
Yeah.
Arian did shoot.
It's DerPaige, yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Also, I think that was a very clever way to name this.
I think so.
It's DerPaige because it is from me. I know that's not proper German, but it fits in the whole DerPaige because, you know, I'm dumb.
Mm. He's not-
And there's no reason for Lyle to start this round.
Who wants to take the first move? Bagel?
Yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm gonna do. You already know. You know in your heart of hearts.
I mean, this attack doesn't... It can just freely target. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kill one of the ones in the tree.
Yeah.
There is one left alive.
And I gain hit points.
And mind points. That is actually a really cool skill to combo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Being an
pretty
edgy
good.
Darkblade pays off.
Mhm.
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 Okay, notice the one in the tree and it's going to try and drop onto Lyle. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Damn. Alright, then it's just you guys for the rest of the round.
Lyle's going to just Dark Shield, slam it down after more or less catching it.
Ooh.
That
That
will
is
not
not-
hit. No, it is either Ira or Arian.
I'm gonna shoot something. I'm gonna shoot the other one.
What?
Oh,
That's not what I meant to do.
never mind. I guess you could have just said something that would let
I'm
you
sorry. I
go.
didn't mean to do that.
You could just go. It's fine. It's fine. You already.
Are you saying that's your turn?
I guess, yeah.
That doesn't hit.
It is what I wanted to do.
Nope.
I forgot.
I don't think it matters between here and there, so we're good.
Fine. So you said that doesn't hit?
Yes. Unless arcane weapons target magic defense.
No. It's physical damage.
Okay, yeah, right. Targets magic defense is a special trait. I always get confused about that with arcane weapons. Like, oh, this is a tome, this is a staff, oh, this is arcane weapons. Like, okay, so it's a magic weapon, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't target magic defense. So what? I just smack him with a book? Yes.
Pretty much. It is. Yes.
So yeah,
It's
that 9 doesn't
appreciable
hit. So now it's Arian.
Okay. I'ma shoot at the one that isn't in crisis.
I mean, there's only one left and it's in crisis.
Oh, okay.
That hits for 7 damage.
Yay.
Also, I'm making a note here to make physical resistant enemies not common.
Weren't expecting it to take this long, were you?
I mean, I was also expecting you guys to maybe use some of your other spells and features. But then again, that's perfectly fine.
I've used all but one of my features.
I
I'm working on it.
You guys are fine. You guys are
I
fine.
wanted to save my potions.
Top of the round.
Also, side note, Kazad, look at where your model is positioned. It looks like you have a hand resting when you're not speaking on the top of your
Oh,
name.
that's so cute.
Oh, it's almost perfect.
Oh, that is so
It's
cute.
almost perfect.
I just,
That
I am picking
Just
up over
peeking
here.
over.
I'm picking
Just peeking over.
Oh, that's really good.
Who knew the horror pose had other uses?
So who wants to go first?
I think Lyle's just gonna stomp on it with his shield.
Yeah.
It's something on your foot.
That
With
hits.
dark damage.
It is this thing's turn and it's going to try and hit you once again, Lyle. And a 9 I know does not hit.
Nope.
Who wants to go next?
I'm just gonna
Bagel?
just gonna roll. Oh shit.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
I can go.
I'm so okay. That one I meant to do that, and that was just a dick move. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I think that's funny. Mine's not time sensitive. You already know what I'm gonna do.
Great, awesome, perfect, iconic, love it. Does that
I'm like-
hit?
How do you want to finish this off?
How do you want to end the fight?
You know what? This time it's gonna be more like what happens when you hit a balloon full of oobleck with a tennis racket.
Oh,
It's kind of formed like a lattice of these wires.
You're Resident
And-
Evil then.
Yeah, pretty much. Just cutting them into very small pieces.
And with that, you guys have won the battle. Da 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 da. DM's the head. And with that, we return to our travels.
Yeah.
It's time.
You're now roughly in this area, and you've managed to get back onto the road at this point. If you were making your travel rolls at this point, it will be a D8.
Yay.
Yay.
Ba. Let me mess it up for everybody. I did it! Yay!
What do
And
You
then-
have made it through to the open plains. You made it. You've made it roughly to this area here, and I still haven't worked out a scale. I want to say that maybe it takes a few days' travel to get from upheaval to onward.
Oh,
That's supposed to be just a ruler. Cone.
If it's taking a few days, are we resting in between on some of these?
You have the option to set up camp and rest.
And if not,
By using a
I
magic tent if you need to. Otherwise, it's just a normal rest, and then you get half of your max HP back, half of your max MP.
Vina, how's your health looking?
My health? Ooh, my health is... Let me open up my character sheet and click it a bunch. And I'm, I got like a black eye. I don't know if we're allowed to say numbers. Are we allowed to say numbers?
I will allow it.
On a scale of 1 to 50, I'm at about a 34.
Okay.
I mean, I'm playing with a couple of homebrew rules, such as if you beat humanoid enemies and they are not undead, you can loot inventory points off of them.
Actually, can I
Instead of
if I
having to spend
tried
money
to
on
put
them. Sorry,
if I tried to put some of the slime into a vial, would that work?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing that.
You
but...
do know that monsters like this
Mm.
will usually start to dissolve after their bodies have been left for a while back into like metasite dust, which can sometimes result in turning into a dungeon if it doesn't recycle properly. But if you do this, you can take some of it with you as material. You can get monster materials.
Okay, that was what I was going to do.
It's essentially specially treated glass to preserve it.
Yeah.
Which would be super common in this world.
And,
Specifically for medicine type people like yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. This is where we are going to take our short break. YouTube, I'm going to pause the recording here. During this break, everyone in the chat, please feel free to talk, to ask the players questions. Get up, stretch, grab some water. We're going to take a 10-minute break so we can just, talk a little bit, discuss how things are going right now. So, we'll be back, YouTube.